What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Just Relle. And we are here again Saturday at 4 o'clock. We got a very, very, very special guest in the house. We got Miss Stephanie Dixon, the Inspirational Diva Show.
Hi.
Of DFWiRadio Gospel.
Hallelujah.
We're going to go against each other today, nicely. But, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm blessed and highly favored.
Oh. She got a little bit saved when I'm here.
She got a little church.
Thank the Lord. Hallelujah.
And you know, we got everybody in the studio as well. We got a gang in the building, and somebody sitting on the couch chewing. I guess you can't hear you.
I can get some knowledge.
Get some knowledge and some wisdom.
Help me, Lord.
So if you're not tuned in right now, you guys can tune in to DFWiRadio.com. We on Facebook Live. We on Instagram. We on everything. The Diva Show.
All of the social media.
All the social media platforms. So, tell us what you've been doing.
Well, just today. This morning I woke up and I had to go to a fundraiser breakfast for I forget the name of it, it's a Corvette Club. So I went there. Then I left there and I went to Carver Heights Church because Letitia Owens of the Where Are You outreach, she fed the homeless today. So I went there live with my show and helped her with her community fundraiser today. Well, not community fundraiser, community give back. So they fed the homeless there in that area and just kind of helped spread the word about that. David Mann was there. David Mann Jr. was DJing on the ones and twos. Does that still say that? Do that still say on the ones and twos? Okay, on the ones and twos. I don't know about that. Yeah, so we had a lot of fun. Then after that, I went to our church had our women's ministry had a luncheon.
Wait, what time did you get up this morning?
I actually got up at 6:30. I got up at 6:30 and wash clothes. Oh my God! Before I started my day.
Yeah, you really the inspiration.
But that's what I did, and now I'm here on the Just Relle Show.
Yay, finally, after a whole year.
Well, better late than never.
For y'all who do not know, I was an intern for a very long time under the Diva wing, so she was very hard. That's where I got my start from.
Yes, and I'm continuing to be hard on you. I do that because when I see greatness, when I know that you're destined for greatness, I can't slack, because if I slack, then you'll start slipping, so I don't want you to slip.
I just looked off. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Just Relle. Welcome back to the show. We have in the building the lovely Inspirational Diva. What's going on?
Hey, am I lovely and inspirational?
Yeah, most of the time.
Most of the time. Keeping it real. Okay.
And my brother surprised me, y'all. My mama made him sit up here, so.
Good morning.
Hey, Mitch. Is it morning?
Hey, you know.
I think it's evening.
You know, joy comes in the morning, so.
Do I bring the Lord in with me?
Hallelujah.
I'm sitting over here quiet.
Everybody got the act
Don't you say nothing.
That was nice.
Be yourself, y'all. Be yourself.
A woman of God is sitting in the chair. You will not sit down. She will not send me to hell.
I have listened to your show before, so I know
so you know my mouth.
I know what happens when I don't know about your mouth, but you know, just be yourself. But I thank you all for the respect. I thank you all for the respect. I thank you for the respect.
Hey, but look here, this is me too. I got different sides. I know how to turn it on, turn it off, but I feel like, you know.
Well, we don't need to turn Jesus off ever.
I'm not turning Jesus off.
What part you turning off?
Even in your sin.
Hold on now. Hold on now. Nobody said about no sin.
Even in your sin.
Nobody said about no sin. Hey, you know what? Miss Dixon, so good to see you.
You as well.
He said,
all right.
Okay, so listen, y'all. We got the what's going on for the news. We got the BET Awards happening tomorrow. Today is tomorrow.
It's all weekend.
It's all weekend, but the show.
The awards is tomorrow, I think.
It's tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people here from Dallas that's there backstage. You got Don Perry down there, Pete Skills down there, Big Young down there,
Spaceship Oasis.
Highway Yellow down there. Like a lot of folks from Dallas want to show their faces.
Yeah, I have a few of my friends that are actors and actresses, and they're there for part of it, BET experience. So Have fun, guys.
Have fun. I'm going next year. That's on my.
Oh, girl, I was about to say the same thing. That's on my list for next
We
year.
going next year for real.
I'm gonna be. Never mind. I forgot the woman of God.
You should be yourself.
Sorry.
So if you gonna be dotting and plotting, just say you gonna be dotting and
I'm
plotting.
glad you know. I'm glad you know.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. I said be yourself.
Hold up. Now I'm not talking
Maybe
Don't add me to it.
continue to respect Jesus. We're having fun. We're having fun.
Did you guys hear about Cardi B won all her awards the other day?
Oh, she got indicted too.
She got indicted.
Why y'all not see jump right into that?
Well, we talking about Cardi B.
You know, something you gotta talk about all of them.
Yeah, well, I mean, I like a little girl myself.
Y'all not love Cardi B.
Success to Cardi B.
I just feel like it's only because she has success. She's being successful. They want to indict her.
No.
Yeah, give you the right to do what they want to do.
You have to be accountable for what you do. She was in there brawling because she thought somebody was messing with Offset. So she went in there. If it was me, they would do me the same way.
But how did she get indicted? Like, why didn't she?
Because she went in there brawling because she thought somebody was going with Offset. That's why.
Why she just didn't just try to pay them underneath the table and call it a day? Like,
Call her and ask her why she did.
what they gonna do to Cardi B?
Well, all of them.
They lock Remy up.
They like Bill Cosby up.
Might as well. She gonna have some dope music when she get out though.
You know what? She's not going to jail.
Okay.
She didn't use no weapons or anything like
She
that.
probably won't go to jail, but we have to be accountable for what we do.
Regardless.
And your status or your celebrity does not matter. And I have to be accountable. And like you said, Bill Cosby, prime example. And now he in jail teaching lessons. He
I feel like he doing workshops and everything.
He giving workshops.
I think I should be over here.
He's trying to get time knocked off, but they said it's so sad because Camille have not went to go see him.
Well, he doesn't want her to go see him.
Oh, that's what the news not telling.
He doesn't. It has been reported that he does not want his wife to come and see him, but he talks to her 3 times a day on the phone. So.
Well, who doesn't want their wife to come see him for like almost 3 years?
Yeah, I guess he don't want her to see her in that state. Although,
Although they talking 3 times a day.
you gotta hear that recording. This car is being recorded by a.
Right. He gonna come out with another TV show. He gonna come out with lecture series and everything.
I mean, honestly, honest this question, do you feel like when something like bad happens to an entertainer, it boosts their sales and ratings up? Because we want to be nosy, right? You want to know what's going on.
I think we as society, we're the most condemning people and we're the most forgiving people. So when all this happened with Bill Cosby, people stopped playing the Cosby Show and stopped showing different worlds, and all of that stuff. But time has passed, so what's happening? Cosby Show is back on TV. Different World is back on TV. They're just waiting. We're waiting for the next big thing to happen, the next news story to happen. So Bill Cosby is becoming old, and as far as the story of what he's done, it's old, and so now we're waiting for something else to happen. So we're the most condemning people, and we're the most forgiving people. We condemned him. He didn't have no business doing this. He shouldn't have did that. Well, no, he should not have. But he still, at the end of the day, he has still done a good work in his work. And so by the time he get out of jail, he'll have another show.
What you feel about R. Kelly?
Don't you speak on R. Kelly, I will send you out of this room right now.
I'm sorry.
I'm in love with R. Kelly,
Okay,
and he is
and
my
this-
husband, and we will not speak bad about his
You
name.
too old for R. Kelly.
Okay.
First of all, I could never be too old.
You and your
R. Kelly ain't looking at this right here. He looking at your age. So if you
I'm still a baby.
under the age of
12.
Well, I think R. Kelly's he's had a problem for a long time, and this is not new. Even back when he was with Aaliyah. So this is not new what he's doing, but I hope that now, because so many people have come forward with what he has done to them, hopefully he will get some help. Now on the flip side, some of these people were trying to get 15 minutes of fame. So they did whatever they needed to do, and some of the parents allowed their daughters to do whatever they felt like they needed to do to get their 15 minutes of fame.
See that, though?
No, the courts don't see that, but they should see it, because I'm not pimping my child out to R. Kelly especially, just so they can possibly be a singer or a rapper.
Right.
So I think parents need, again, and I keep saying this word accountability, y'all, because we had our youth convention at church this week, and the theme was holding yourself accountable. So we have to hold ourselves accountable.
All the time.
We have to hold ourselves accountable. But I think R. Kelly needs some help. He's said some things that has happened to him in his past, and if you don't get help for those things, then it can become something that could just tear you down.
He was in love with his mama. Like,
well, yeah, that was kind of weird too.
And his sister, look what his sister did to him.
Right.
No
So that's what I'm
excuse,
saying. If he's not gotten any
He's in
help
love
for
with his mama.
that.
What you mean, like in love with his mom? Like,
You didn't know that?
no, I didn't know.
Yes, he used to watch his mom and I try to choose my words wisely on
You done a lot of research. Okay.
Well, I mean, he did. I heard him have some questionable things that he said about his mom that, kind of made it seem like they were a little bit closer than maybe they should have. And it could have been just his infatuation with his mom. I don't know, because one day my son told me he wanted to marry me. But he was younger. But then there is a mother-son bond that's like a father-daughter bond.
Right.
And so, your mom is the first woman that you come in contact with. So, boys love their mom. Now, with R. Kelly having the things that happen to him, maybe kind of made him see older women in a different way, including his mother. So, I just hope that he gets the help that he needs, because he definitely needs some help.
He dealt with that for how many years?
Long time.
Yeah, for a long time. His sister messed with him, made him do different things to her and all that. So now he's like, maybe he don't want to have an older woman. Maybe he want to go back to his childhood.
Maybe he want to play the reverse role.
We're going to pray for him, though.
Yeah.
Pray for Ira.
We're going to pray for him.
Pray for Ira Kelly.
Again, we're not going to start saying long live Nip, neighborhood Nip. The marathon continues. It's just really sad that, how you feel, Mitch, because you're from LA, about them closing the store down? Like,
I don't feel nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? That
but
section.
he worked so hard for that.
I understand, but at the same time, that section is still what it is. And without his presence and him actually being there and so much going on in that city right now, I think it's only right for Sam to close down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or move it somewhere else.
Yeah, I think so. You think they'll close it out? You're gonna probably just move it somewhere else, or?
I think we probably just kill it online right now.
Yeah.
I mean, what you don't really need an overhead like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Just do everything online.
I thought it was like maybe it's like a constant reminder because his brother got killed right there and shot right
It's
there.
always be a memorial for Nip. You know what I'm saying? So.
It's a touchy subject, but he is gonna get the how you say it the right way, humanitarian award tomorrow. So I'm gonna be tuned into that definitely. It's sad that he didn't get it before, but
It happens. So I mean, that's just how it goes. You don't expect nobody to die, especially how he died. So, when you're like Stevie Wonder's age, and you know what I'm saying, so you get them lifetime achievement awards. That's while you living. But when you 31, 32, nobody expects you to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
at least
not
they
like
give it
that.
to him though.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
It touched a lot of lives.
So, I mean, people say, oh, that's messed up. You show him love when he dead. Nobody expected a 31-year-old or 32-year-old guy to die the way he died. And, you know what I'm saying? And when he died. So yeah, but it's only right that you give it to him now because you've seen his work.
Right.
Well, hopefully somebody will continue that work.
Sure.
And that's the thing. Continue the work. Continue the humanitarian efforts. Continue to encourage our people to be business owners and support each other. So that work needs to be continued. Don't let his death be in vain.
Right.
So somebody needs to continue the effort. So that what is it?
The marathon.
The marathon.
That's what God. The marathon continues.
The marathon continue the marathon.
He got a what's it made like a Slauson Day or what is it?
Yeah. He got man. Nip. And to me personally, before he even died, he had that going. You know what I mean? For people from the city, like.
Right.
Just the thing, we know what Nip did before he even died. Why he was doing it. Like we seen the work. We seen how the tension in LA was a little more calm. You know what I'm saying? And he was doing his thing. So
one of the persons there that was representing for their 501c3 was called 40 Cliff.
Oh, yeah.
And
Crystal Hills.
What's his name?
Crystal. Is it a guy or
a guy?
Oh, okay.
And so he and Nipsey Hussle had been working together, and he was showing
Coins is his last name. Taylor.
That maybe it. Yeah. And so he was supposed to be working with them too. So it's a loss, but like I said, people just have to. He couldn't have had this dream and vision by himself. So there were other people involved. So those other people need to get together and say, we're going to keep, so the marathon can continue. Let's do something to keep this going. It doesn't need to stop because he's gone.
I mean, Nick Cannon said he's going to continue the documentary. But you know, when he was down here at prom and I seen him, like, I might have to use I Love Lucy, but when he come to the club, he had like 50,000 people with him. When Nipsey came in, he was just like cool in the crowd, like not only, you know what I'm saying, he went to go right on stage, he went to his section, he chilled. He was like, hey, y'all come on, he was climbing by people like, you know, can't handle their drinks and stuff, and then he kind of went up there, and then he still was just cool, and just, he was like a very humble, you could tell the difference, that vibe was very good, so, like I said, long live Nip, we'll be watching,
We are back. We have the Just Relle Show. I am the guest, Stephanie Dixon, being interviewed by the one and only Just Relle.
She better know her cue. She better know her cue.
Y'all say okay.
You write that down.
We are whatever. So we are back. Tony, our first question, Dijon, they all wrote questions for you. And I have questions too.
Okay.
But first question, you can come to the mic.
Give me that.
You gotta flip it. Or just have it on Miss Dixon.
Miss Dixon.
I mean,
Introduce, but you gotta kind of introduce yourself first.
my name is Dijon Marie.
Hey, Dijon.
I am a part of the amazing, beautiful, pretty girl gang, aka the Just Relle Gang, as an intern / assistant. I read your bio, and I know that you, on top of being a cosmetologist, it said that you got into modeling with the Four Sisters Expo, but kind of skirted past that. So I want to know, how did you get into, like, how did that opportunity came across to you, and what about that experience made you want to be like, okay, modeling's it. That's when I want to catapult in.
Okay, well,
You asked it because you want to be a model.
I've been a hairstylist now for 32 years. And the salon, one of the salons that I worked in, Showtime Hair Salon, they did hair shows. And there was a young lady there that would coordinate those hair shows. Well, she left the salon, but the salon still wanted to do the shows. So they asked me if I would do it, and I said sure. Well, during that time, there were auditions at Channel 4 for the expo that would come to town called For Sisters Only. And so I went, I auditioned, and I was chosen as one of the models. So that kind of started my modeling career. Now, I modeled for the person that was training the models. I modeled for him a long time. I'm kicking a shout out to Isaac Bertlong, because everything I know about modeling I learned from him. And so he was my trainer, my instructor. He was the person that people would contact if they wanted me to model. Well, after a while, I wanted to start modeling for myself. I felt like I had the knowledge, and then there were some other things that kind of happened that made me want to kind of just promote me. So I started styling Diva Productions, which included styling Diva model training, doing stage plays, acting, and I just went into that part. But the modeling part is what I focused on during that time. And so I was one of the models for, again, For Sisters Only, the Texas International Hair Show. I modeled for them. I don't know if y'all remember weave wearers, Lord and Cliff weave. When it was out, I did fashion shows for them and hair shows for them, and just local people, designers that, you know, needed models. I always tried to make myself available to them. So everywhere I went, I promoted myself. If I did a show for John, I was gonna make sure that I introduced myself to everybody that John had in that show, because I wanted them to remember me. So if they needed a model, they remember I was Stephanie Haynes at the time. Stephanie Haynes. I had cards and everything, and I was promoting myself. And so the Lord blessed for me to be able to take that to just another level, where I started having my own fashion shows, you know. So I was amongst the first to have a plus size fashion show, and it was called the Plus Size Takeover. So with that, I had men and women plus size models that did fashion shows for me, and I eventually hired the person that trained me to be my MC at my fashion show. So that's how I started. Just, you know, took a chance and being kind of nervous going to Channel 4 to audition, and the Lord just blessed. So, and that's what I did.
Like, talk about literally like how like before you was saved, how did you know that you wanted to get like on the right track, but still able to keep yourself like, you know, covered and still be able to be in the entertainment world as well?
Oh, okay. Well, being raised in church, I was raised in church, okay? So when I didn't want to go to church, I was at church, okay? It's just something that was instilled in me. I mean, I've had my time where, you know, I was a clubber and, you know, you couldn't say anything to me. I'd, you know, say something back and it wasn't, you know, always right. I mean, not perfect at all, you know, but because I was raised in church, you know, and the Bible says, raise up a child in the way he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from that. Well, that's in me, because that's what I was raised to do, go to church and have a relationship with God. So even when I was out doing all the things that I was doing, I really didn't feel comfortable in that lifestyle because it wasn't what I was raised to do. A lot of times I would probably curse, and after I did it, I felt so stupid, because I'm like, that is not even what you do, you know. You know, so and so it was just one day just saying, you know what, Stephanie, and this is not to knock anybody's lifestyle. You asked me about me, so I'm telling you about me. Right. So it's like I wasn't raised like that. It wasn't comfortable for me. So one day I just went to church one day. You know, when I first started going to my church, kicking a shout out to Trinity Temple Full Gospel Church with Bishop J. Ransom, pastor, and my first lady Cynthia Ransom. But I would go to church and I would sit in the back. I would intentionally go to church late because all I wanted to do was hear the choir, pay my offering, and hear the priest's word and go home.
Church early in my church, and I'll be
that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to hear the choir, and if my pastor didn't preach or somebody else was up there preaching, I would go home. I didn't, because I didn't want to hear anybody but my pastors. I'm like, I don't know you. I'm not like that anymore. I'm not like that anymore. But one day I was just at church and I was just thinking about my life. And to be honest, the life that I was living at that time, if I had continued to live my life like that, I would probably be in a really messed up place right now. And so for me, the only thing was to go ahead and dedicate my life to Christ and live my life as a living example of Him every single day. And every day I'm constantly asking God to show me myself. Whatever it is in me that's not pleasing unto you, take it away from me. Because when we say we're living a Christian life, we should live it to the point to where nobody has to hear me say anything about God. Just my lifestyle, the way I walk every day, the way I talk every day, the life that I'm living should be an example of Jesus.
Well, and you cleaned the room up.
And somebody should say, I want to be like her. You know, I want that relationship with Christ. And with that, I still have fun. I mean, if you know me, you know I'm probably the goofiest person that you ever could meet. I have fun. I'm not missing anything that I used to do, and I'm happier now. So that's my story. I thank God for the God that I have in my life. I thank God that my mother raised me in church to know about having a relationship with Christ. Because some of these kids don't go to church nowadays. They don't know what it is to go to church, you know. And even if you are not living your life the way Christ would have you to live it, you still should find yourself having a relationship, at least going to church to try to have a relationship. Give God some time. Every morning we wake up and we expect God to wake us up. We expect God to let us have a job to go to. We expect God to let our car crank. We have all these expectations of God, but we don't even give Him 5 minutes of our time to just pray and say, God, thank you for my job, my car, my life, my food. And that's what we need to find ourselves doing. And just doing that can lead to it.
Before you like get up in the morning, you just give your separate time?
I get up, I have a Bible app on my phone, my tablet, and I read Bible plans. And I pray. And even when I get in my car, you know, sometimes a lot of times I try not to sound too holy, you know, as people say, but it's what I need to do. Even when we're driving in our car, we never know where death is. We never know where a car wreck is. We don't know. So every time we get in our car, we need to say, Lord, I pray for your angels of protection to be around me so I can get to my destination safely. My husband and I, we pray every time he get ready to go to work. He's a truck driver, and I need my husband to come home, you know. So we pray every time he gets ready to go to work. And it's just thanking God. It's just showing God some gratitude for everything that He does that we take for granted. You know, we just get up and we expect God to do this stuff. So we have to say thank you, God. Before
you got saved, right? Mm-hmm. Well, then after you got saved, how did you deal, or how did you within yourself deal with people who were still familiar with the way you used to be?
Oh wow, that's a good question. I remember there was a group of us. We used to go to the club, and when we went to the club, we shut it down. Okay,
y'all was a pretty game.
Okay,
I know you did.
Pretty game. We shut it down. I remember one night it was my birthday, and we went to the club, and it was another girl there celebrating her birthday as well. So, you know, the DJ was on there and he was like, well, you know, Sharon is here celebrating her birthday. And she was like, hey. But then he said, Stephanie's here, she's celebrating her birthday. My crowd, we were crying, yeah! The Johnny Taylor band was there. We were on the dance floor with Johnny Taylor's band. You know, it's old school. I am proud to be 51.
Say it again.
51.
You know what I'm talking about?
But that's how, we went to the club, we shut it down. But when I gave my life to Christ, there were some of my friends that were so used to me being that clubber with them that they just didn't believe that I had changed my life. And so there was one in particular that seemed like she was trying to find me doing something wrong. I mean, because she was because I'm a hairstylist, and she was getting her hair done one day. So it was a guy came in that I knew, and so I did him like this, and I did his back like that. I knew it. I knew you weren't saved. You rubbing out on that man, and I'm like, you don't even go to church. And you know, you have to be careful because sometimes the enemy will try to let things happen to get you out your. Okay?
Yeah.
And so I had to catch myself, but you know, but there are gonna be times now some of my friends, they actually started going to church with me, you know, or they started going to their own churches or whatever. And so that's what it is when we live this life. We want to find ourselves drawing others into Christ. You know, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be witnesses for Christ. Right. And so there were some that, you know, didn't care for it because they still want to do the same thing. Well, that's fine. You know, that's you. But for me, and sitting here, Lord, thinking like, okay, Lord, I don't know when you're going to come back. You know, everybody keeps saying, He's coming soon, He's coming soon. You know, we've been hearing that for years. But nowadays, we have to believe He's coming soon.
What would you do if you caught your dad cheating on your mom?
Now, who posed these questions?
Me and Keith.
First of all, did your daddy cheat on your mama?
I don't know.
But second of all, I wish my daddy would. Nigga, you ain't got that much money in the world. Be out here cheating. Cause hell, you got how
That's
many?
a rich man's game.
He got 10 kids. My daddy can't be out here cheating.
You got how many kids?
10. Look, he ain't got time to be out here cheating.
Okay.
What would you do?
I think I would approach my dad, and I would either you tell mama, or I'm gonna tell mama, or I'm gonna set you up so mama can find out.
Oh my God.
I'm about to set up.
That's a
I would
sticky
set up.
situation.
That's not like you put in the middle, like.
I'm extorting. Pops. You get $100 every day. Come on, every week I need $100.
No, that's your
Mama?
No.
Yeah, give me that money, player.
You wouldn't extort your dad. That's
I'm
your
extorting
mom.
Pops.
No, that's your mom.
That's my daddy, though.
I would approach daddy and say, now look. And then I would probably go to the girl. Because my thing is, if you cheat down, then I'm just gonna go in on you. You better, if you cheat,
cause I'm gonna whoop her
cheat
ass.
up. And now if I see her and she ugly, and she ugly than my mom,
Cheat up.
don't cheat down, cheat up. But no.
Okay. But some people is like supposed to say dad's their mom.
But to him, he could have been cheating up.
What if it was your mom cheating on your dad then?
Same thing, mama. I'm gonna tell you, me and Pops rock together, man. Look, I'm already 500 up on him. Give me your change.
Because my thing is, marriage is supposed to be, if are they married or they just go together?
Yeah, we didn't think about that far.
They probably live in the same house. They probably been divorced.
But if they're married, you know, marriage is honorable before the Lord. And if you're gonna be doing all that, I would just divorce me. Don't cheat on me. Just tell me, and don't try to plan no murder for me either, honey. Don't be trying to murder me so you can go and be with your girlfriend.
Those cases.
Oh Lord.
Instead of divorcing, they go kill them.
Don't kill me, honey.
It's
I promise
easy
you
to
can have everything.
Can't let me leave peacefully. Gotta kill him.
Okay. So what would you do, especially you, Mom? What would you do if you called your spouse home, so your husband's phone, and someone answers that he's busy at the moment?
Busy doing what?
He ain't never too big. I don't care what he If he's a toilet, you gotta slide that phone under that door and get it to him. See, oh wow, that's just a fight ready to happen right
Kiki
there.
watching
I'm
all
sorry.
Lifetime.
I'm going to where he is, and we gonna see how busy.
I'm gonna stay on the phone.
I hope.
Now, first
As I'm driving.
No, right? Because why are you answering his phone? Is he dead? That's the only reason you better be answering. Is he laying out and can't be resuscitated? No.
What would you do if the first lady accused you of sleeping with the pastor?
Say, girl, you better go take some medication. No, my first lady is we're besties. I can't answer that question because I don't think she would never do that.
What is for somebody else? Like, what would you do, Mitch?
If the pastor accused me of sleeping with the first lady?
Well, yeah.
Hey, stop, bitch, you do it?
I would never do such a thing. I would say, Pastor, you know me, like your daughter.
No, you don't. You're out of line. You're out of line. I don't know. Like, okay. I just don't know how to answer that question either. I'm like, because some churches do put scandals on you, especially if you know.
I seen it happen.
Went up. Especially somebody like you be.
You're a prime talking out here, man.
She walk in church like, if she was my grandma, I was like, this is a man. She walk in like with her little model honey and her little purse like this, and then she probably have an entourage behind her like,
She
when
I sit right in the front, huh?
second row.
Second
and
row.
third row on the corner seat like this.
Designated seat. Bet nobody.
And then she paused and she sit though. She like.
Nobody better sit in that seat, right?
I do get angry with somebody.
Are you a visitor? Are you a visitor? Okay, well, you know that's my seat then, right?
If we have like a big convention or something, I would tell somebody to go and get the reserve sign and put it on my seat because I don't want nobody.
Take it right here in the corner. The left side, please, not the right
Because me and the
side.
first lady be sitting there, so that's privilege for me because you're not supposed to take the first lady seat. So I say, make sure you mark first lady seat, and then in turn mark mine too, so nobody sits in my seat.
And she leave.
Take both of these.
She leave, go do announcements and give honest to God.
Pastor, first lady, all the saints, and the church, praise the Lord, glory to God.
Why do y'all do that?
I don't do that with the announcements. People do that when they testify. That's just old school.
You
That's old school, right?
That's old school.
Want to
get under the God.
Pastor, first lady, and all the saints of the church.
Want to thank the Lord for being here. Thank the Lord my life has strength. Want to thank God for saving me, sanctifying me, filling with me with the precious Holy Ghost.
Now, yesterday, the Lord blessed me with a $2.99 check. Lord, no, I wouldn't know how to pay his lights and rent at the same time, but he blessed me.
He sound like that Peter Popoff commercial. If you get this holy water, and everybody got a testimony about a check on call.
We got 10 left.
Did the Lord heal somebody's body or what?
Yeah.
Everybody got
a special prayer cloth.
Y'all funny. What would you do if your client for over 15 years claims you burnt her hair out and everyone will believe it? Because she's been your client 15 years.
Oh, God. Okay, if she's claiming that I burned her hair out and everybody believed it, I'd probably say, okay, you're scandalizing my name. Did I burn her hair out for real or did I not?
No, you didn't.
Oh, okay.
But people believe so they kind of start coming to you.
Well, I would, okay, then goodbye to all of them. I would tell her she didn't have to come back, and if those people that believed her, they don't have to come back either. And that's it.
Let me ask this question then. In regards to hair, how long does it take to burn out somebody's hair?
Not long.
Not long. So 15 years, you're like, oh, baby, you lying. 15 years, baby, you've been going for 15 years. Every 2 weeks you hair.
Yeah.
When I was in beauty school, I burned out a lot of hair.
Oh my God.
Those golden hot curling irons, those things.
I remember them.
You can't put that on 10. You have to put that on like 2.5 or something. Those things, but we were burning out all kind of hair in beauty school, golden hot.
That's terrible.
But thank God they couldn't sue us because we was beauty school students.
Why do y'all, when somebody have like a dress or skirt on, y'all can put the...
Don't be trying to tempt the pastor. Don't tempt the pastor.
Well, I don't do that because I don't sit on the front row.
Third row.
But it's just, all right, I'm third row corner seat, okay? Well, it's just, I mean, you don't want to entice anybody in church, and a lot of times.
But y'all say come as, well, not y'all. Okay, say come as you are.
That's your spirit. That's your, not your dress.
That's right. And see, a lot of people are confused when it says come as you are, it means in your sin, in whatever you are, however you are, come to Christ. It's not talking about because, you got your black come and get me skirt in the closet and you want to wear that to church.
Well, Deacon Jones' son was at church, so therefore I had to come and let him see what I had.
What can you meet Deacon Jones' son after church?
Okay, so Deacon Jones' son be a happy hour.
What's going on? But no, it's just, everybody in church is not saved. And if they are saved, we're human. And so you want to be careful of how we dress and how we present ourselves. You know, even with the men with these tight pants nowadays. You know, some of them they look nice in those tight pants. You know, so you got to be careful of how we present ourselves.
What would you do if you were arrested with no explanation? What would your friends and family assume you done? Well, me. I'm gonna start with me.
And what we had, she just
My they probably thought like I probably jumped on somebody, most likely, or you
shot somebody,
something of that nature. It would be really worse. I'm like, no, I didn't do nothing this time for real. Like, yeah.
You said last time you was lying there. Accountability.
My friends, they probably would think that somebody did something to my son and I retaliated because I will.
Yeah, she'll get really
That's when y'all will see another side of me. Even though he's 31, I just still will fight for my child.
What would y'all do?
Like my mama.
What would you do then? What they think you'll do?
Murder.
You know what?
Murder was the case. Short dress. But her legs, she didn't have her legs closed. You know, if you have sort of, you pull it down, you sitting like this. But she was not. She was sitting like,
you know. You give her a whole comfort set.
And so I went I asked her to come here for a second. You know, I said, come here for a second. I said, just told her what was going on. She said, well, I don't see what's wrong with the way I'm sitting. I said, well, you sitting like that in front of some brothers. And you
trying to get Jesus.
And so she was upset at first, but after I talked to her, she because I always pray before I have to say something to somebody. I said, Lord, give me the right words to say, because this could either end up positive or negative, and we don't want to end up negative because
Thank you for coming to the show.
You're so welcome. Thank you for
tell everybody where to find you at. What you got going on next with you?
Oh well, right now, actually, I'm really kind of trying to take a little break before I start back writing. I wrote a short film called Sunday Dinner Forgiveness, and the film won first place.
He said he's trying to.
Oh, okay.
I see my resume.
The film won first place in the Irving Black Arts Film Festival, so it was a short film, and so I'm in the process of writing the feature film, and then I'm writing another short film to enter into a competition. And then I think later on this year I might write another play. But right now I'm just
ain't no favoritism. She hard. I got audition.
Oh yeah.
I'm right now.
Sherelle always saying, I want to be in your play, I want to be in your play, and she talked like so fast, and I'm like, but we have a conversation. I'm like, can you repeat everything you just said?
But what I said the other day though, I said don't worry. No, I said don't worry about it. I'll have a mute scene.
She just wants to be a. But I just want to tell you I'm proud of you and everything that you're doing. You're doing a really good job, and so they showed me that you do listen a little bit. But all of this is not just listening to me. A lot of this is because you have a desire to do something, and when you have a desire to do something, pray and ask God to order your steps in it, so that you can be productive in what you're doing. And one thing I always say: be careful how you present yourself. All the time. Every opportunity is not for you. Every time somebody wants you to do something, it's not for you to do. So you just how's it going to depict you in the long run? If people come back and see this picture or this video 5 years from now, what are they going to say?
The presentation is your reputation.
Come through now.
You know what?
So, but I'm proud of you and everything that you've accomplished, and I just pray God's continued success to you.
Thank you. Love you for real. Thank you so much.
You gotta come every Saturday.
And the pretty girl gang, hey y'all.
They waiting to meet you. But if anyone have any advice or any questions for Diva, you guys can find her where?
You can follow me on Instagram. It's the Inspirational Diva Show. On Facebook, my business page is the Inspirational Diva Show, or you can look for Stephanie C. Dixon. I am on Twitter. I'm not hardly on there, but I'm on there. One Inspiring Diva. And so let me just say this, because people ask me, why is everything diva? Well, the person that I learned how to model under, he always called the women divas and he called the men gents. So when I stopped modeling, I wanted people to stop calling me diva, but for some reason it stuck with me. So my son said, Mama, you need to just, brand diva. Just have everything diva. So I came up with an acronym for diva. So diva is a determined individual with a vision to achieve. So that's diva.
Oh, that's deep. Diva deep.
I'm a diva too.
Diva deep. But thank you guys so much. Thank you, Mama, for coming to the show. I really appreciate you. We got a lot of good things coming up. With that being said, you guys do not drink and drive. Drive safe. We'll see you again next Saturday, 4 to 5. Just Relle and the gang and the pretty gang. We out. Y'all so silly. Thank y'all.
Alright, everybody, thanks for tuning in. That's it. I just finished being interviewed here on the Just Relle